Hello, it's me. It is, come on, 9:35 on November the 13th. Um, Today was a really rough day for me at work. Um, it's kind of hard to say because one of the supervisors that I work with was killed in a car crash over the weekend in Texas. She lives here, obviously, in San Diego, and she was where we sit in sections, and her section was right next to mine. So she was kind of like my go-to when my supervisor wasn't around, which is a lot. So she was my go-to, and I used to ask her a lot of questions, and she was always really, really sweet, and she would answer them, and she would challenge me to think about the answer myself, but she always gave me the answer instead of just saying, oh, look it up, or oh, go to OneNote, or blah, blah, blah. She would give me the answer, or say, well, what do you think? And I really liked her a lot. She was super nice, and it's so tragic because it wasn't just her, which would be tragic enough, but it was her and her son were both killed on impact. I mean, literally on impact. When the cars collided, they were killed by their vehicle. This is a vehicle, a new car with airbags and seat belts and all these safety features, and still, I guess a Jeep somehow that was headed southbound somehow jumped the median and ended up in the northbound side and hit her head on. And after she got hit, he actually hit another car as well. He's also in intensive care. I don't know if he was drunk, drugged up, tired, or just lost control of his car. I don't know. Nobody knows yet what happened there. Of course, they're investigating, but Nancy was one of those people that would always say hi to you. Even if she didn't know you, she would say hi to you. You know, I'd come in at 6 o'clock in the morning, she'd wave and smile and say, hi, how are you doing? Good morning. Every single day. It's just the kind of person she was. And it's really sad. And I feel so bad for her daughter, because her daughter, they think the dad may not make it too. So her daughter's in intensive care, probably in a medically induced coma. And she's going to wake up to no one. She's going to wake up and have no family. None. It's so horrible. And, you know, it just makes all the crap that's been going on in my life lately. I mean, I'm not talking about the stuff with Sierra because that's not petty. That's big. That was hard. I'm talking about the stuff that's going on lately for the last few weeks. Seem really petty and really stupid for me to even worry about, considering my family is alive, thank God, and well. My husband's alive, and my kids are, thank God, alive, and I with me every day. My heart breaks for that family, and I loved Nancy, and I liked her. Well, I didn't love her. I mean, you know, I liked her a lot. She was super nice, and I feel really bad. The whole situation is just horrible, and it was so unexpected, and so it just goes to show you how fast your life can end. All it takes is one person. I don't know. I don't want to call the guy a dick or anything like that, because I don't know. He could have had a seizure and lost control of the car. I mean, you never know what happened. If he was drunk, though, I really hope they throw the book at him. I hope they give him, and it is Texas, so they might give him, you know, the toughest penalty they can give. Sorry, for vehicular homicide. But if he's wasn't drunk, or wasn't drinking, or wasn't drunk, or wasn't on drugs, or it's just a tragic accident, then he has to live with that for the rest of his life. It's horrifying for him, too. If he was sober. If he wasn't, well, then, like I said, I hope they throw the book at him. Anyway, like I said, it's just really sad, and the whole thing is really sad, and I feel really bad for that little girl. I hope, and they're in Texas, their whole family's in California, as far as I know anyway. They're probably in Texas now, but this little girl's going to wake up in a strange hospital with none of her things. Her parents are gone. Well, her dad's still, as far as I know, still holding on, but he's not going to be with her. He'll be in his own hospital bed. Her brother's gone. Her mother's gone. She's only 8 years old. Poor baby. He was only 14. He was a freshman in high school. His dad was a teacher, and Nancy was supervisor at Geico. They're supposed to have a memorial service for her. I don't know when, but I hope Geico does something for them, for the family. I hope they do something. Usually when something like this happens to, you know, other people, they start, you know, when something tragic happens, they have a fund. You know, for Hurricane Harvey, they had a fund, and for all these hurricanes, well, hopefully when it comes to one of their own, they'll do something. I hope they do. I'm sure they will. I hope they do. I really do. I really do. Anyway, so that was the horrible part of today. My face is red because I went running. I ran 2 miles. Wasn't the best run in the world, but I guess it's better than nothing. Lacey made her Bethlehem and Nazareth pictures, and she drew one for me, and I'll take a picture of it and paste it in here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and tell everybody out there who is behind the wheel of a car, be careful. Be careful. Be careful and don't drink and drive, please. I'm begging you. But be careful. You know, I know the accident wasn't her fault, but the other guy, it was his fault. Whether he was intoxicated or not, it was his fault. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he had a seizure, if he just lost control, he wasn't paying attention, he was on his phone. I don't know. That's another thing. If he was on his phone, I really hope that has the same, it probably doesn't have the same penalty as drunk driving, but honestly it should. If you kill somebody with your car doing something that you're not supposed to be able to, you're not supposed to be doing, but I don't know. We don't know yet. He's in intensive care, so I don't know if we'll ever find out. But anyway, just be careful, please. Anybody who I love watching this, please be careful. Please. Anyway, hope everybody has a good rest of their week. I hope that, well, I don't know. I hope everybody has the rest of their week, and, you know, if you watch this, say a little prayer for that family. Just, I can't say their names just to protect their privacy, just Nancy. I can just call her Nancy, but, anyway, I will see you all later. Bye.